to slowly open up. And we're really, really happy to see each and every one of you. Thank you for supporting our baking out there in front. And in particular, we're so happy to see so many kids who are here. If you are a kid, can you put up your hand? Oh my God. So welcome. I was asked to just say a couple of words about the school itself. We have been on the Astor stage. We've had the great privilege to perform on the Astor stage a few times. We've been part of the coronation Christmas Festival for the last 5 years, and I know some of you, we recognize faces now, have thanked us afterwards or said something nice to us afterwards, so it's always lovely to hear that. But it seems each and every time, and we've performed here at the Astor with the exception of last year because of COVID, so since the school started, we've been here. We're only 5 years old, so the DEVI school is a child itself. That's why I had mine. But it's funny, each time we perform, there's always somebody who will come to myself or one of the staff or to the students after and say, "There's an international school in Mill Village?" Yes, there is. We started in September 2017 with a couple dozen students. In the third year, we had as many as 56. This year, we have 46 from over 21 countries, as far away as Australia and China and everything in between. We are a not-for-profit school, and we use the Nova Scotia curriculum. There's a lot of curiosity about our school. We are regular people with a whole bunch of, well, extra special kids, yes, teenagers and students, children and teenagers, and do everything that all the schools in town do. And in fact, we enjoy lots of interactions with the other schools, athletics and certain things. But we meditate. We practice a meditation called Sahaja Yoga meditation, which interestingly, there's a class just across the road on Main Street at the Blue Building there. We have classes every Thursday evening. So that is the DEVI school. And again, welcome to everyone. Really, really happy that you're all here. And I hope you enjoy the absolute beloved classic C.S. Lewis book, now a play, The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe. So enjoy it, everybody. I was also asked to ask everyone to please turn off their phones. Thank you.
Named Peter, Susan, Edmund, and Lucy. This story is about something that happened to them. They were sent away from London during the war because of the air raids. They were sent to my house. I lived in the heart of the country, and I had no home. I lived in a huge mansion. It was a sort of house that you never see come today. And it was full of unexpected places. What an exciting mansion!
Thanks, bored.
Oh, Edmund.
Come on, Ed. We're a fun place to explore.
I'm so glad Mother and Father let us come to the country for a few days. I'm going to love staying here with the old princess. Isn't she a dear?
Yes, but I'm not sure I like our housekeeper. Please remember to always stay out of the way. Hey, let's go to look in the sword room with all the suits of armor inside. And the swords.
You go ahead, Peter. I think I'll go back down to the library and look for some books. How about you, Lucy? 'That room over there seems very interesting.
nothing in it but an old clock and a big wardrobe.
But it's the largest wardrobe I've ever seen. I want to take a closer look at it.
Come on, Ed.
I think I'd rather explore outside, thanks.
Oh, it's raining. Let's go to the sword room.
Alright.
Hey, guys, we got lost. It's no time for dinner.
Susan, stop talking like mother.
Well, somebody needs to be in charge since my father aren't here. Lucy, come downstairs to the library with me. It'll be a lot more fun than opening with nothing but wardrobe in it. Lucy. I thought she mentioned it. Well, maybe she changed her mind. Well, I think her staying here is going to be quite an adventure. Quite an adventure indeed. Mr. Whiteside! Mr. Whiteside! Wait! Mr. Whiteside! Mr. Whiteside! I missed him again. Good morning, Mrs. Unicorn. Good morning, Mr. Beaver. And Mr. Beaver.
Nothing good about this morning.
What are you doing up so early? You know, I was trying to catch the Whiteside, but I missed him again. Too bad. Don't worry, you'll catch him next time. They say, whoever catches the white stag will get good fortune. I know.
It'll take more than good fortune to help any of us.
Poor dear. He's in a bad mood. His dam broke last night.
I'm not in a bad mood. It's more than that. It's this blasted cold weather. I'll never get used to it.
Mr. Beaver, it's always cold in Narnia. There's nothing to be done about it.
Maybe there is something to be done about it.
And what's that, Mr. Centaur?
We must all hope and pray that our king will soon return.
But we've been hoping and praying for years, and he has not been seen. In my time, or my father's.
We must all have more faith.
I think so too.
I think we should break up this meeting.
Why is that, Mr. Beaver?
Shh! Listen.
No more stalling.
Sounds like Henderson Oak.
Not those scoundrels.
I'm terribly sorry, sir.
And Thomas the Fawn.
Poor Thomas. How did he ever get himself mixed up in such bad business?
Whatever the reason, he's in a mess. And we will also be, if we're seen by those rascals Fenris and Ulf.
Mr. Beaver's right. Goodbye, everyone.
Goodbye. And don't forget to return. Don't forget to pray for the return of the king.
Who is here? What was that flurry of activity?
Probably just a blizzard, sir.
Probably the enemy. But they scatter swiftly on the arrival of Fenris. And Wolf, captains of the Queen's secret police. Now, why were you late coming to your post this morning?
I didn't think I would be needed, sir. A child of Adam and Eve has never come by this way before.
Well, one may someday. And it's your job to trap him.
In fact, the child of Adam and Eve may even be here today.
There is a smell of a human in the air. And if this human does really come, and you let him go,
You know what the Queen will do to you.
Turn me into a stone statue?
At the very least.
now, I must go check on the other sentinels. Maintain your post, knave.
Yes, sir. Whatever you say, sir. Oh, how did I get myself in this fix? My father would be so disappointed in me. Oh well, if I'm lucky, maybe a human will never come by this way. But if one does, I can take him to the Queen, and she will reward me. That'd be wrong. Think. Oh, I'm perplexed as usual. of Eve.
A what?
A daughter of Eve.
A what?
A human.
Oh, of course I'm a human.
Oh, good. Let me introduce myself. My name is Tumnus. I'm a fawn.
It's a pleasure to meet you, Mr. Tumnus.
May I ask, oh Lucy, daughter of Eve, how did you get into Narnia?
Narnia. What's that?
It's all this land that lies between this lamppost and the great castle Cair Paravel. Is Narnia. How did you get in here?
You see, it's very hard to explain. I was exploring with my sister and 2 brothers, and
Oh, there are 4 of you? Will the others be coming as well?
I'm not sure. I don't even understand how I got here. You see, we were in the countryside, in this huge mansion, and then there was a big wardrobe in a spare room.
Wardrobe? Spare room?
Yes. Then I realized that the wardrobe didn't have the back. And I kept on walking and walking until I got here. In
Narnia. Oh, you'll be so glad you came. And I hope the others find their way here too, so that I can show you all this beautiful country. And introduce you to our witch, queen.
it's a magical place.
Oh, it is. And you can be anywhere you wish in Narnia, quick as a wink. For instance, you can go on a trip to the distant castle, Cair Paravel, or the home of our mighty witch, queen. Or you may wish to have a picnic at this great stone table, or visit the home of our 2 forest friends, Mr. and Mr. Beaver, and my own humble abode. Tumnus Tower, as I call it. I like fancy names for simple things.
It's a fascinating place.
Perfect for the imagination, with a little help from the wood nymphs.
There's only one problem as I see it here.
Yes?
It's so terribly cold. It was summer just a few minutes ago. I mean, where I came from.
In the land of spare room?
Yes.
Well, to be truthful, it's always been cold in Narnia, but you'll get used to it, I hope. Meanwhile, why don't we repair to Tumnus Towers for a spot of tea to warm us up?
Very well. I see no harm in it.
Not at all. The wood nymphs even brewed tea for us. Here.
It's delicious. Thank you, Mr. Tumnus. You're such a lovely poem. And your music is lovely too. It makes me feel so warm. And sleepy.
No!
What happened?
It's not true!
What's not true?
I'm not a nice one! In fact, I'm a very bad fawn!
You're the nicest fawn I've ever met, Mr. Tumnus.
How could I be when I work for her?
Her? Who?
The White Witch! That's who? Oh, she calls herself a queen. But she's the evil ruler of Narnia. She's the one who always makes it winter. But she never lets us have Christmas.
What type of work do you do for the witch?
I'm a kidnapper. I'm supposed to kidnap innocent children and bring them to her.
I'm sure you wouldn't do anything of that sort, Mr. Tumnus.
But I'm doing it right now.
What do you mean?
I'm supposed to take you to the witch.
But you won't. Will you, Mr. Tumnus?
I don't turn you over to the witch. She'll cut off my tail, saw off my horns, hack out my beard. Or worse, she'll turn me into a stone statue with her magic wand.
Maybe she doesn't have to know I was here. Please, will you let me go home, Mr. Tumnus?
Of course I will. I didn't know what a human was like before I met you. But now that I know you, WWII. I'll take you back to the lamppost, so you can find your way back to the wardrobe in the land of spare. We must go as quietly as we can. The woods are full of her spies. Could you forgive me for what I meant to do?
Of course. And I hope you don't get into dreadful trouble on my account.
Farewell, Lucy. Oh, and may I keep your handkerchief as a reminder of our pleasant visit?
Certainly.
I hope none of her spies saw me. I feel so much better about everything. Starting now, I'm going to turn over a new leaf. I'm going to be a much better...
Aha!
Ah!
Donuts! Your treachery has been detected!
You're the human in your very grasp. You're a go!
The Queen will deal with you! Thomas the traitor!
This leaves me to say. I order this house destroyed.
You won't be needed any longer, betrayer of the Queen!
This document will serve as notice to anyone with the same notion as you.
How's your warrants?
Soon, your name will be written in stone. Your very own!
It's all right. Don't worry. I've come back. I was thinking about this. Haven't you all been wondering where I was?
Ah, so you've been hiding them. Yeah, I longer than that, when people start looking for you.
But I've been gone for hours and hours.
Here, Ed. What do you mean?
I just went into the wardrobe, and I've been gone for ages. You silly Lucy. You did so a few minutes ago.
Oh, she's not being silly at all. She's just making the story have fun, aren't you?
No, Peter, I'm not. It's a magic wardrobe. There's wood inside, and it's snowing, and there's a lovely fog, and an evil witch, and it's called Narnia. Come in and see for yourselves. Come on.
A jolly good hoax, Lou. Really taking us in, I must admit. Good half believe.
It wasn't a joke at all, Peter. It was all different a moment ago. I promise.
Now, Lucy, you've had your fun. It's enough now.
For the next few days, Lucy was very miserable. She could have made up with the others quite easily at any moment. She could have brought herself to say it was all a story made up for fun. But Lucy was a very truthful girl, and she knew she was really in the right.
So, Lucy, you find new countries in any cupboard in the house. Even the dragon in the cabinet.
Look at Edmund.
Hey. It's been boring these couple of minutes. I'll read you something fun. I'm asleep.
Yes!
Yeah, you count. Alright then. There's a dash. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Lucy, you're crazy. It's like any other old wardrobe. It's dark, stuffy, and
We're in Narnia.
Narnia?
You didn't believe me. I wanted to tell Peter and Susan as well. But you were the first one I found. And I wanted to get back here as soon as possible.
Well, you were teasing. But you're right after all.
Now, the first thing we must do is find poor Mr. Thomas. I hope the White Witch didn't get him.
So witch here in Narnia?
Oh, she's a horrible witch who has magic. She always makes it winter, but never Christmas in Narnia. Now, where on earth, I mean in Narnia, was Mr. Thomas's home again? I think it's over there. Come on, Edmund, let's find him.
No thanks. I think I will stay here. I have no desire to go traipsing over some silly corner. I'll stay here by the lamppost. If I stay. What shall I like you here?
Okay. But don't leave without me. I'll be right back once I find Mr. Thomas.
Narnia, eh? Got to admit, I didn't believe Lucy at the beginning, but fascinating place. I'm not so sure about this business about fauns and witches and...
Hold there. By the way, this is a tree, General. Now let us follow the smell of these here. You, that.
Who, me?
Kneel in the presence of the mighty ruler of Narnia.
I was kneeling.
Lower.
That's more like it.
What, pray, are you?
I'm a boy.
Is that how you address the Queen?
I'm sorry, Your Majesty. I thought you were a witch.
A witch. A witch. I am Queen. The Queen of Narnia. Now I repeat. What are you?
I'm a boy?
A boy? A boy? Did you hear that, General? A boy.
Must be a son of Aslan.
He looks more like an idiot to me. Tell me, boy, how did you enter my dominion?
I came through a wardrobe. I don't really know how it happened, but I was here in an instant.
A wardrobe? A passageway from the other world? The world of men. This could prove everything. It could even be the beginning of the dreaded prophecy. Unless... My poor child. How cold you look. General, fetch him something warm to drink. Now tell me, my dear Edmund, son of Alan, are there any more of you humans, I mean, in these parts?
Well, yeah, Lucy. She's looking for a form.
She must be the daughter of Eve that escaped from that fool, Thomas. Well, let's see, shall we? You and Lucy, you say? That's 2 humans. The prophecy said there would be 4, so there's nothing to worry about. Unless you don't have any more brothers and sisters, do you?
Well, yeah, Susan and Peter.
What? Where are they now?
In the house that we stayed. On the other side of the wardrobe.
Edmund, Lucy, Peter, Susan. 2 sons of Adam, 2 daughters of Eve. That's 4. Just as the prophecy has stated. This is horrible!
What's wrong, Your Majesty?
Nothing. Nothing at all. I just meant that it's horrible that your dear brother and sisters aren't here with us now. I will take you all to my castle. I will make them the Duke and Duchesses of this land. For you, my dear Edmund, because I found you first and you're special. I will make you the Prince of Narnia.
Really?
And one day you will be king.
You really mean that?
Ah, here's a delightful drink. Sweet and creamy and delicious.
It's wonderful.
And you must have a little something to eat as well. Tell me, dear, what is your favorite candy?
Oh, well, that's easy. Turkish delight.
Well, then Turkish delight it shall be. Enjoy, my little prince.
It was wonderful. Can I have some more?
Of course, back at my castle. I have rooms filled with Turkish delight.
Well, let's go there now.
First, you must fetch the others.
Oh, we can more than a different time.
Now, my dear, bring them to my castle. It's between those two hills. You cannot miss it. You'll smell the Turkish delight all the way. General, we must prepare for our esteemed guests. But Edmund, my precious, one last thing. Don't tell the others about me just yet. I want them to be surprised when they see me. Let's keep this visit our little secrets. Do not spare the whip on the reindeer, General. We have much to do in a short time.
Turkish delight. Who's filled with it? Yes, I'll tell Peter and Susan and Lucy right away. I'm glad.
Edmund, this is terrible. I can't find Mr. Thomas anywhere.
Well, maybe we should get Peter and Susan to help us look for him.
Really? I didn't think you liked it here.
Maybe this place deserves a second look. Especially that castle between the two hills.
Very well. Let's go get them.
Right. Let's get coats next time. It's cold here.
As I told you, it's all the witch's fault.
Go on, Lucy. There's no witches here now.
97, 98, 99.
100. Oh, you could have been hiding. They're not. Here I come.
Peter! Susan!
Lucy.
Susan! It's all true. I was right. There is a country you can get to from the wardrobe. Edmund has seen it too. Go on, say.
Well, yeah, me and Lucy were playing, pretending that this made-up world in the wardrobe is true. Just for fun, of course. There's nothing.
Oh!
You've been perfectly beastly to you ever since she started this nonsense about the wardrobe. Are you playing games with us, setting her off again?
It's just nonsense.
Of course it's all nonsense, but you don't have to make fun of her and encourage her strange behavior.
I just thought...
Oh, you didn't think at all. You always like being beastly to anyone smaller than yourself.
Oh, stop it!
You have to tell the person. Maybe there is something wrong with this.
Yes, you're right.
How do you know your sister's story is not true?
Oh, but it's not logical. And Edmund also said that. It's only pretending.
That is a point. And is Edmund more truthful one than Lucy?
Well, that's the funny thing. Until this point, I wouldn't send Lucy every time.
An accusation of lying against someone who you always find truth is a very serious thing. Logic. Why don't they teach logic in schools nowadays? There are only three possibilities. Or your sister's telling lies, or she's gone mad, or she's telling the truth. You know she doesn't tell lies, and it's obvious she's not mad. So we must assume she's telling the truth.
How can it be true?
Why do you say that?
Well, why doesn't everybody find a country every time they go into a wardrobe? There's nothing there when you look.
Yes, I see the same thing as Peter. But also talking about the farm and this country called Narnia.
What does that have to do with it?
If things are there, and if things are real, they're there all the time.
Are they?
But there was no time. Lucy had no time to have gone anywhere, even if there was such a place. She came running after us the very moment we were out of the room. It was less than a minute, and she pretended to have been away for hours.
Well, that makes it more likely to be true. If there really was a door that led to another world in this house, I would not be surprised if it had a time of its own.
What really?
Do you really mean that? That there could be worlds all over the place, just surrounded the corner, like that?
but we left the ball.
The professor's gonna send us home, Edmund. You know this.
Should tell her mother I have to go away.
It's not my fault. The ball just flew away.
Shut up, Edmund. For once.
Let's just hide.
Yes. Off to the big water.
The broken dam will just have to wait.
Yes, this other business is much more important. Look, there's a unicorn. We'll tell her.
Mrs. Unicorn, over here if you will.
My, I thought you were better slow.
It's okay. They left some time ago.
How do you know?
We were hiding behind the dam as he passed by us.
Fenderson off didn't see us, but Thomas did. He dropped it so we could find it.
What is it?
We believe it belongs to a human.
It has the smell of the WWII.
You think a human has been here?
Yes, and that Thomas let them go. That's why he was in such trouble with those rascals, Fenris and all.
But where's this human now? If there was one to begin with.
Who knows?
If she's smart, she left Narnia the minute she had the chance never to return.
Or to return with others.
Others? You mean humans?
Perhaps. Remember the prophecy.
2 sons of Adam and 2 daughters of Eve. Is it possible?
Who knows? We'll just have to wait and see.
Listen, I've just heard the most wonderful news. They say he has arrived in these parts.
Our king?
Yes, and that he is on the move. He'll likely appear at the stone table any time now.
This is wonderful news.
Mr. Center, we're expecting the arrival of children. Human children. If they reach him, the prophecy will be fulfilled.
But what if the witch gets to them first?
We must protect the children from the moment they arrive until they reach the stone table.
And keep them hidden from the witch.
Exactly.
But which of us can help them? They might be afraid of me.
They might not trust me. Unicorns are made to live in their world.
Mr. and Mrs. Beaver, will you help them? Protect them from danger.
But what if...
Come on, it's this way.
Please, will you help them?
But what if...
Of course, I'll go prepare some food for dinner.
Mr. Sandra, let us leave and see if the good news you've heard is true.
Let's go immediately.
What if they're afraid of me or don't trust me? I'd better hide so I can get my wits back together.
I can already see the lamppost. Yeah.
Now, are you convinced, Peter?
Yes, Lou. I apologize for not believing you. This place is amazing.
So different. This is very cold. That's why we borrowed these coats from the wardrobe, Susan.
Well, what do we do first?
Explore, of course. Let's go in that direction.
Whether we stay here or not, we must remember where the lamppost is. This is our landmark when we wish to return home. I think we should go home now. It's scary here.
Oh, don't be such a goose, Susan. It's a sense of adventure.
We must find poor Mr. Thomas.
Well, you tried already. You can't even find his house.
I could have sworn it was right around here. Hey, look, what's that?
Message of some kind. It reads, the former occupant of these premises, Fawn Thomas, is under arrest and awaiting his trial on a high charge of treason against Her Imperial Majesty, Jadis, Queen of Narnia.
Signed, Fenris and Oath, captains of the secret police. Long live the Queen. Oh no,
Yeah, and you always worry about how your hair is and how you look.
What if I look like you?
Please, you two, stop acting like others. Whether we... I just wish I knew where Mr. Thomas was in prison.
What was that?
Nothing.
Who's there?
Are you the sons of Adam and the daughters of Eve?
Well, were some of them?
Come with me. We're not safe here.
What do you mean?
Some of the forest creatures are our friends, but some are on her side, if you know what I mean. Come, let us go.
Wait. I say we head for the castle. Who wants to listen to some silly beaver?
Oh, don't be so smart-headed. Pay attention to him. Maybe he's right.
How do we know he's a friend?
Here's my token.
My handkerchief.
Thomas dropped it, so that we would know to expect you. Now come, I must take you safely to our king. Aslan.
Aslan.
Every name gives me a sense of courage and adventure.
Name. Sounds like a delightful strain of music to me. The name warms me up and makes me feel like summer.
Makes me feel bad. Like some mysterious horror.
Oh, what's wrong with you, Ed? You've been acting so strange today.
Well, how else are you supposed to act in a strange place? I'd say we head for the castle.
Oh, well, I say we head with Mr. Beaver.
Me too. And I.
Ah, look at that. 3 against 1, Ed. 1.
Mrs. Beaver, we're here. I found them, the sons of Adam and the daughters of Eve.
Welcome. I prepared some dinner for you. Fresh cut and smoked outside.
Come, please have a seat. Now that you've all gathered
Oh my
here,
god! I can't believe I almost forgot the pumpkin.
as I was saying, now that you've all gathered here, the sons of Adam and daughters of Eve, you must come and help us.
This squash was still in the oven. It could have burned.
It's delicious. Yes, indeed. Unfinished.
We're very grateful for your hospitality. Aren't we, Ed?
Our touch still high.
What's that here?
Oh, he says it looks perfect. He's delighted.
Now, we can all say a prayer of thanks and hope for the coming events. Now let's enjoy the meal.
We are so honored to have the children of the prophecy with us.
What do you mean, children of the prophecy?
I'm not even sure what prophecy means.
Oh, it's something that's predicted. Something I'll probably...
What exactly is the prophecy, Mr. Beaver?
Listen, it is told in the form of a rhyme. Wrong will be right when Aslan comes in sight. At the sound of his roar, sorrow shall be no more. When he bares his teeth, winter shall meet its death. And when he shakes his mane, we shall have spring again.
Who is Aslan? A man?
Certainly not. He is king of the wood and son of the great emperor beyond the seas. He is a lion, the great lion, and he may be in Narnia, even as we speak. So tomorrow we shall set out for the stone table, that you may meet him.
And how fulfill the prophecy.
Hang on a second. How do we fit into all this?
We still don't understand about prophecy.
But you will. Listen to the rest of the rhyme. When Adam's flesh and Adam's bone sits at Cair Paravel in the throne, the evil time shall be over and done.
What does that mean? Adam's flesh and Adam's bone.
It means humans.
You guys are the first humans to ever come to Narnia.
But what about the queen and her general? Are they humans?
You mean the witch and the general? They'd like you to think they're human, but they're not at all. Not a single drop of human blood in them, completely evil through and through.
And this Cair Paravel that you mentioned, how many thrones are there?
4. 2 for the sons of Adam,
And 2 for the daughters of Eve.
And when they are filled, it will mean the end of the witch's reign and her life. You are the four.
It's quite a responsibility.
It's quite a necessity. Can you please count on you to hope to fulfill the prophecy?
Even through the adventure would be filled with danger.
I, although it's scary, full on Edmund.
Me too. And I.
And what about you, Ash?
Edmund? Where could he have gone? Perhaps mismarried? Do you think he's ill? He hasn't looked well since we arrived.
Oh, hang on a second. You mentioned a witch and a general. We mean nothing of general. Is there such person?
Yes, she drives the witch's sleigh.
That means I've met them.
And eaten her food, no doubt. He had that look. He's surely under her spell.
He's probably well on his way to her castle by now.
And we must go there and stop him.
No, you mustn't. You can't get near the White Witch.
She'll turn you all to stone with her magic wand. What should we do?
If Aslan is indeed in Narnia, we can go to him and ask him what to do.
We must set out for the stone table first thing tomorrow.
I say we set out right now. When Edmund tells the witch where we are, she'll come here and turn us all to stone.
Oh
It seems she has arrived already. There's no time to escape. Be brave, young friends.
This is the place. All right.
no! You there? Make yourself presentable to an esteemed visitor. It's a glove. I resent that insinuation. I know you are coming up.
Oh, what's the difference? Either way, you're one of the witches.
Wait, Peter. There is a difference. An elf, you say? An elf, I said. Elves aren't bad at all, if I'm not mistaken. You're not mistaken. He is mistaken. You're Lucy. And you're clever. Very clever. Because you know my name. Everybody's name. And you can only know our names if you work for the one who knows everybody's names. Name him. Father Christmas! He's here! He's here at last!
After all these years,
In the flesh or in the fur, as it were. Father Christmas!
I have come at last. The powers of the witch kept me away for a while, but not anymore. I am strong again, much stronger than before. That's why I'm making my rounds again.
They say Aslan is on the move.
That must be the answer. Well, are you ready for a gift?
Yes.
First, Mr. Beaver. I repaired your dam and mended the leak.
why,
A simple thank you will suffice.
thank you, Father Christmas.
And Mrs. Beaver, in the room next to your smokehouse, I left a brand new sewing machine for you, my dear.
What he said. Thank you.
And Peter, son of Edmund. These are your presents. These are tools, not toys. Perhaps time to use them is near at hand. Use this shield and the sword. Wear them well. And Susan, daughter of Eve, take this. Use this bow only when in great need, and the arrows never miss the target. And blow this conch when in danger, and help of some kind will come to
Thank you, sir.
you. And Lucy,
Yes.
younger daughter of Eve, Please take this bottle of cordial, made from the juice of the fire flowers growing on the slopes of Sun Mountain. When you are sick or injured, you or your friends can take a few drops of this cordial and you'll be well again. And use this dagger only to defend yourself.
Thank you, Father Christmas.
Well, it's time for us to go. We need to make many, many more stops tonight. It was so nice to be working again. And Merry Christmas to all of you.
Merry Christmas.
And long live the true king.
Long live the true king.
And we too must be on our way. For the witches' spies are everywhere. We must travel quietly and cautiously. And the gifts of Father Christmas might be well needed before this journey is over. So come, let us go.
Who's there? Who goes there? Who are you, stranger?
Excuse me, sirs. I am Edmund, son of Adam. I bring news about my brothers and sisters. The Queen wants to see them.
Very well. I shall tell Her Majesty.
Meanwhile, stand still if you value your life. Or you'll be turned into stone statues like the others in the courtyard.
You mean these people used to be alive?
Yes, for they crossed Her Majesty and paid the ultimate price.
An enemy of the Queen ultimately becomes a statue of stone.
Well, I'm sure they were bad to the Queen. She wouldn't have turned them into stone. She was certainly nice to me. Nicer, I bet, than that old Aslan, whatever his name was. The others are gonna like it here. She said she'd make Peter a duke, and Lucy and Susan duchesses. I'll be prince. Someday, I'll be king. I'm gonna love it here. Staying with the Queen is so kind and good.
Where's the little fool? How dare you come alone? Did I not tell you to bring the others?
I did the best I could. I'm sure I'll be able to bring them here after they went to see Aslan.
So, he has returned, has he?
Perhaps only a rumor, Your Majesty.
No, it must be true. Everything seems to be getting warmer. Even the snows in the fields are starting to melt. Where are your brothers and sisters right now?
Well, they were at the house of the Beavers, but they said they'll be going to the stone table to meet him.
We must capture the children before they reach that creature.
Capture? But why?
Quiet, you! I shall never allow the prophecy to come true. Never! General, make ready the sleigh for our journey. We must be off immediately.
Your Majesty, I'm afraid we'll have to walk. The Rangers cannot travel without snow. Let's see some
Then we shall go on foot. Vendors, oh, chiefs of my secret police, you are the fleetest of all my army. Go ahead of us. Overtake the humans before they reach the stone table. Kill anything in your path, especially the Beavers for harboring the enemy.
We hear of it.
General, tie the hands of the human behind his back and drive him ahead of us.
But what about my Turkish delight?
Quiet, you!
But I'm hungry!
Enough with the stalling! We must be off! Move! I said, move!
Yes, it must be getting warmer. When we stopped for a break back in the meadow, we took our coats off and forgot to put them back on.
So we did. Listen.
Oh, look!
He's here! He's here! Ah!
Speak to him. Look. Oh, you first. Sons of Adams before animals.
Aslan, we have come.
Welcome, Pete, son of Adam. Welcome, Susan and Lucy, daughters of Eve. Welcome, Beaver and she. But where is the other son of Adam?
He has betrayed his brothers and sisters and has joined the White Witch, O Aslan.
It was probably my fault. We were arguing, and I may have pushed him in the wrong direction.
Is there anything that can be done to save Edmund?
All shall be done. But first, let a feast of celebration be held at yon pavilion.
Yes!
You shall all find food and drink in abundance. Peter and I shall catch up with you shortly. Now go. Son of Adam.
Yes, Aslan?
Look far into the distance, where an army is to see. There's a castle.
Yes, I can see.
That is Kirvar God, the four thrones. If the prophecy is to be fulfilled, you, your brother, and your sisters shall sit in those very thrones.
Oh, Mr. and Mrs. Beaver explained it to us. Aslan, all four of us get to sit in those thrones together.
Yes.
And what about Edmund? What if the White Witch... What was that?
Your sister's horn.
Father Christmas told her to blow it whenever there's trouble. Maybe something dreadful must be. What is it, Susan?
They're coming this way.
They're right behind us!
Tell who or what it is?
It looks to be.
I'm afraid it is.
It's Madison Oak, the captains of the legislative police.
Aslan, will you protect us from them?
No, but you shall.
Me?
Stand back, everyone. Let the prince win his spur.
Well, so the great Aslan has returned.
My queen will be interested in this news.
But before we go, will the mighty knight test our own strength?
Are you so afraid of Fenrir's and Oath that you designate a mere mortal to find you instead?
Well, we shall make short work of it. Just as our mighty queen's army will dispatch you and your cowardly army in a wink of an eye!
Come back.
Peter, you can do it.
They're behind.
What's up, Adam? You've fallen wide into a trap! Son of Adam!
Back the one of you.
Well done, my son. You have given the beasts mortal wounds. Let us just hope they reach the good witch,
But why, O Aslan?
so that you can follow him to retrieve the other son of Adam. Don't worry, your strength lies in your numbers and in your faith of completing the task. The children shall stay here with me. Now go.
I think he went in that direction.
Here's the trail of blood.
I think they turned going to that row of trees. Let's follow that.
Son of Adam. You forgot to squat your sword. Behind
happened to me both.
And me. From this day on, the world shall know me as Peter, Beavers, Big, to what you're still.
Understand?
Now let us go to young Babylon, where if everything goes well, the elders shall return with your brother.
It will be difficult to reach the stone table before the humans do, unless they were delayed along the way. Surely Beavers and Ulf will bring word to us soon.
Majesty, please. You rest. Just
No,
a bit.
young fool. You must continue to move ahead. I said move!
Your Majesty.
What's this? Beavers? Oh, who has done this horrible thing to you?
The other, son of Adam. At the bidding of Ash.
No!
Ash!
No! Do not speak his name in my presence.
But he's here! At the stone table!
Now, we must both go into yonder thicket, or we may rest forever.
Beavers, Ulf, my captains, they have slain them!
Now the prophecy will surely come true.
No.
There are 4 thrones in Parable. If only 3 are occupied, the prophecy can never be fulfilled, and he can never rule over Narnia.
Then we had better what we have to do at once.
Prepare the victim.
No, please. What are you gonna do to me?
The very same that your wretched brother did to my beloved captains. What's this?
The voices of Aslan.
We are outnumbered. Quick, we must disappear.
Is he dead?
He only fainted.
Quick, let us get the boy back to our
Very well, my old adversary. Aslan. Yes, I can speak the name, for he will soon be mine. The deep magic is on my side. Perhaps he has forgotten the deep magic, that I shall remind him. General, summon our allies to come meet us as soon as possible. Call the ghouls, the baubles, the ogres. Bring forth the specters, the hags, the cruels. This is war, and we shall fight with one aim in mind. To end forever the name of Aslan.
I'm worried, Aslan. We should have gone with the others to help rescue Ed.
No, cannot risk losing more children of Edmund. And besides, I have every faith in those who have went to rescue your brother.
Listen, they're coming back. Is Edmund with them?
I can't tell. Yes, I think he is.
Edmund! What happened?
The queen, I mean, the witch, she... It was awful.
It is all right. You are among friends.
You, Aslan?
Yes. Come with me for a moment.
What is he saying to the boy?
Whatever he's telling him, it be the right and proper thing.
I wish I could hear.
It's only for them to know.
Whatever he's telling the boy, he'll never forget it.
Here's your brother. There's no reason to speak to him about what has passed.
I'm so sorry, Lucy.
It's all right, Edmund.
Susan?
We're glad you're safe.
Peter?
Oh, welcome back, brother.
Look, someone is coming.
See who approaches.
Shall we prepare for battle again, Aslan?
No, let us see what comes of this.
Look, the intruder carries a white flag.
The sign of peace. Sire, the messenger from the enemy craves an audience with you.
Let him approach.
The Queen of Narnia decided safe conduct to come and speak with you.
Queen of Narnia indeed, of all the cheek.
Peace, peace, I grant your mistress safe conduct under only one condition, and that is if she leaves her wine at the great oak over there, so she cannot play any magic tricks.
The magic she plans requires no trick.
What could she possibly want here?
She's up to no good, I can tell you.
Oh, I can feel the chill for Princess already.
She's arriving.
You have a traitor there, Aslan.
This offense was not against you.
Have you forgotten the deep magic?
Tell me of it.
Tell you? Tell you what is written on that very table of stone that stands beside us. You know the magic that the Emperor put into Narnia at the beginning of time. You know that every traitor belongs to me. And for every act of treachery, I have a right to kill. And so, that human creature is mine. His life is forfeit to me. His blood is my property.
Oh, why don't you take him then?
Peace, peace.
Oh, you fool! Do you think you can rob me of my rights by mere force? Your master knows what is written. He knows that unless the law is obeyed, all Narnia will be overturned and perish in fire and water.
It is true, I do not deny it.
Sir, but could you do something about it? Could you work against it?
No, we cannot do anything against the Emperor's magic. But I shall have the word with the witch.
You mean the Queen?
Oh, shut up, you toad!
Peace, peace.
Oh, Edmund. Why did we ever do the word of?
Wish we could go back.
Well, so do I. But we couldn't find a way. At any rate, we need it here, now, more than ever.
What are they talking about? If there's anything to be done for the boy, Aslan will think of it. Will it be okay?
The suspense is awful.
The matter has been settled. The witch has renounced her claim on your brother's blood.
Gather up, horses, the time is at hand. One last thing. How do I know your promise will be kept?
When Aslan makes a promise, he keeps it.
Aslan, what does she mean? What promise did you make to her?
Do not be concerned. This area is needed for another purpose. You all shall move to the fields of Verona, where you shall camp tonight.
I'm not going with this.
I'm needed here. Peter, the witch has business in these parts. Once she's finished, you and all of you must prepare for anything, even battle for life or death.
You'll help us, won't you?
I can give no promise. Now go. All of you must get a good night's rest. Go. Hurry. Now. Children. Children. Why have you not gone with the others?
We are very worried, Aslan. We are sure something dreadful is going to happen. May we stay with you? Please?
You may. But when I tell you to leave, you must.
Oh, we will. Thank you. Thank you. Aslan! What's wrong? Are you ill, dear Aslan?
No, I'm sad and glory. Come, grab hold by me. I need to feel you close to me for a moment. Now, children, now comes the time. We must leave the world.
But
You may stay, but you must not. Under no circumstances can you let yourselves be seen. Now come.
but we're afraid you'll...
No, now, hide.
The fool is here. Place him on the altar. Bind him fast. Rip out his hair. Just a little cat.
It's just a cat after all.
Wasn't what you're afraid of?
How can they? Brutes!
Muzzle him.
Let's go.
The cowards. Why isn't he biting off their heads? He would never betray the humanity. No, he can kill them all, but he won't.
Now who has won, you fool? Did you think that by sacrificing yourself you could save the human traitor? Not only will I kill you in this race like we agreed, but I will come back and kill the boy as well. Now, in that knowledge, despair and die! Aslan is mine! Victory is mine! Narnia is mine! Now follow me, and we will set about finishing what remains of this war. It will not take us long to crush the human rearmen. Now that the great fool, the great cat, lies dead.
How horrible! How unfair! Nothing seems to matter now. I can't bear the look of this muzzle. Poor dude. I wonder if you can untie him as well.
It is more magic.
Aslan! Are you not dead, dear Aslan?
Not now.
Are you a ghost?
Do I look like one?
You're real! You're real! But what does this all mean?
It means that there is an even deeper magic than that of which long ago, there is a magic written on a stone table. And it said that if a harmless being that has committed no treachery,
Like you!
like me, is killed instead of a traitor,
Like Edmund.
like Edmund, and this stone table shall appear, and death itself shall start working back.
Like now! No!
Oh, children, I feel like I'm going to let out a loud roar. You better cover your ears. Now, the last thing to do is to prepare for battle, to fight against the witch's army.
Yes, we must hurry, Aslan. The witch and her army are looking for the others at this very minute.
And we shall add more allies to our army.
Who else will join us?
The ones who await us at the witch's castle.
What are they doing there?
Currently nothing, as they are stone. But I shall breathe the breath of life upon them, and they shall be whole once more.
Do you suppose Mr. Thomas is there?
Was he an enemy of the witch?
Yes, because of me.
And I suppose he shall be.
I can't wait to see Mr. Thomas again.
Oh, and you shall, Lucy. Now grab onto my mane, and we shall fly to the witch's castle. Away! Away!
Don't move me from there, Peter. Woke me as well. I couldn't fall back asleep.
By the way, have you seen the ghost this morning?
Wow. No. Nor did I ask that. Where could they have been?
Good morning, Peter, Edmund.
Oh, hello. Good morning, Mr. Beaver.
The others are stirring, but we're not quite sure what to do next.
We must find Aslan to ask him for guidance.
What is that?
It's the witch and her army.
We have Aslan with us.
But we shall not go down without a fight.
Edmund is right. Here. Take this dagger. Lucy left in my care. Creatures and followers of Aslan, if this indeed is to be our last day, let it be marked with honor and valor! Get ready to prepare!
Narnia is ours!
Ready for Aslan! You!
visit to the wounded.
What can I do?
Have you forgotten your gift?
Cordial that Father Christmas gave me. He said a few drops would restore one to health.
We shall all welcome the new members of our army. But for so long been under the witch's spell.
I was so hoping to see Mr. Thomas here. But, alas, I fear I shall never see him again.
Please, you fought well. You're to be commended.
Oh, thank you, Aslan. But no, Edmund was the real hero. If he hadn't destroyed the witch's wand, she would have turned us all into stone.
The least I could do, what we want to have done. All have done wrong, Edmund, at one time or another. But to acknowledge your error and to do better than we did is the best way to right that wrong. And you have done that, my son.
But, Aslan, what happened to the witch's army? Are we still on their enemy front?
Currently, they are weak as their leader is dead. But they will always be lurking in corners. So always be aware and prepared.
Yes,
Aslan.
The last thing to do is to coronate our new rulers of Narnia. I wish I could do it right here, right now. But the crowns are at Care Power.
No, Aslan. They're here.
Mr. Thomas!
After you freed me at the witch's castle, I ran to Carpago as fast as my hoofs could carry me. I could bring the crown. I was suspected there to be here.
I suspected you didn't want to fight against the bad witch.
What good would a fun would have fight? I'm not as Thomas the Trembler, not Thomas the Terrible.
That's what's good. Thank you for your talk. Mr. Thomas. Now let the coronation begin. Yes. Peter, the Magnificent.
All hail King Peter!
King Peter!
Susan, the Gentle.
All hail Queen Susan!
Queen Susan!
Edmund, the Just.
All hail King Edmund!
King Edmund!
And Lucy, the Valiant.
All hail Queen Lucy!
Queen Lucy!
Now, let the coronation celebration be held at Care Power. Aslan, will you not be there too? Momentarily, I shall be there for a little while. But for now, go with the others. Narnia has been dark and gruesome for much too long. The children shall rule for a long time, until they find their way back home one day, using the lamp as their guide.
You played so very nicely at Carepark Bell, Thomas. You enchanted us.
Thank you so much, Mrs. Beaver. But I think I stayed there way too long.
As did we all.
But it was so hard to leave. The feasting, the dancing, the music. Days after days, months after months.
There were such good rulers leading us too.
They've certainly earned their new names.
Peter the Magnificent.
Queen Susan, the Gentle,
King Edmund the Just.
and Queen Lucy, the Valiant.
Wait a second. Where is Aslan? No one has seen him for such a long time.
Oh, he comes and goes. One day you'll see him, the next you won't.
And of course, he has other countries to attend to.
Other duties, just as we all do. So goodbye, Thomas. I've chores to do.
And I have dams to build.
And I have tunes to play. Goodbye.
too, the more noble accord. Where did he go?
Into the thicket, I believe.
A dense thicket filled with underbush and briars.
Yes, but we shall not turn back. As king and queens, we shall always achieve what we set out to.
Our brother is right.
Before we pursue the white step further, I suggest we remove our robes and crowns, so they will not become too represented beyond the thicket.
Yes. We shall leave them here until we return.
This lamppost walketh strangely upon me.
I feel the same. It seemeth to me that a strange adventure lies on the other side of the lamppost.
Well then, in the name of Aslan, let us take this adventure that shall be the fall to us.
Oh, wait for us, good sister and good brother.
Hey, where are we?
Oh, you're in the thicket, of course.
No, no we're not. We're in a wardrobe.
Wardrobe.
The wardrobe? I've forgotten all about it.
Me too.
The room hasn't changed, and the clock has hardly moved.
Come on, we still might be in time for dinner.
This letter was working strangely upon me, just as it did Lucy and Edmund.
Yes. I too feel it's peculiar.
Do you think it's time to leave?
I suppose it is.
Do you think we'll ever find our way back to Narnia?